Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lessons and Learning with Larkin. Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, live to you here from the United States. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join me, whether you are here on the rebroadcast or whether you are joining me live. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. As usual, we are going to, when I'm here at home, we're going to light some incense, and we're going to light at least one candle. For those of you that don't know, these are ways of helping our senses to be able to sort of shift, right? To focus more on connecting with spirit and to leave our problems and worries at the door, which is really important during this hour together. And it helps us to really shift our senses, get out of our head some. The scent of the incense and how it can change the frequency around us and within us is so powerful for you to connect. And the candles as well, the energy of fire, the frequency that it alters, and how it affects our senses really helps us to connect with spirit and with the other side and with our intuitive selves. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm waiting for you all to pop on today. We're going to pull our incense out here, and then we will go ahead and light our candles. When you pop on, I would love it if you say hello. Let me know where you're listening from. That's always really fun. I love to hear where you guys are listening from. And take a few minutes to get in your center before asking for a reading and really, get present, still and quiet your mind, leave all the garbage at the door. This is a sacred hour that we have together. Hi, Lacey, welcome. And I did bring our favorite sacred oracle cards today. I didn't bring them. They're here in my house. I'm home. I didn't have to bring them today. I am so sorry I missed you all last week. I have 4 horses. One of them was colicking. Sorry, guys, my lips are really dry. Hard to talk when my lips are so dry. One of them was colicking last week, and I had to spend the night with him. Actually, I stayed at the barn for 48 hours with him, and it took him a few days to really fully recover. So that's a life and death thing for a horse. So it happened last Monday, actually, and so I was in the middle of all this during our live. So I apologize for missing all of you, but I'm happy to be back here with you guys again this week. I just did the Angels in Action on my my Facebook page, which is listed here in the banner below. And we talked about your spirit teams and spirit guides and all that great stuff. And today, for this hour that we're together, it's no holds barred. So for this hour of spiritual and metaphysical discussion, you guys are welcome to ask for readings. You can ask about your angels and spirit guides, about your dreams. This does not exclude animal totems, animal readings, animal mediumship. Although on my page on Fridays, I have Furball Friday. So that is exclusively dedicated to animals. So here we have our incense. I'll get to your comments in just a minute, guys. Miami, Florida. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and light my candle. If you guys have crystals or candles or incense you'd like to light for yourself to set up your own ambiance, I definitely encourage that. Because like I said, it helps you to shift your conscious state and to really get in a mode for us to connect with spirit, okay? So anyway, for this hour, we can do mediumship. I love, we do psychic and mediumship questions. I'm also a mindset coach. So really during this hour, I like to bring together for you, and spirit likes to come through with things that really help you practically, with answers and readings that will help you to practically apply the information that comes in for you. Please remember, if you do not get a reading today, it is not personal. I am not ignoring you. I want to get to as many of you as I can. I am Yes, my horse pulled through, Lacey. Thank you so much for asking. When we're done here, I'm going to go see him. Your candle is lit, Trish. Awesome. I love that. Thank you guys for joining me in this, because, I can do my side here, but when you guys have your drinks, I have 2 drinks today. When you have your drinks and you have your crystals or your candles or your incense, maybe soft music playing, whatever it is you need, it makes it a sacred hour for you as well. Okay. So anyway, just a quick reminder, I always take a few minutes to get started for a couple reasons. Number one, there's information I want you to know, especially if you haven't been on here with me before. I'm super thorough. And number two, I like to stall for a few minutes to get everyone a chance to come in, say hello, settle in, feel welcome, have your nervous system calm down, get in your center, because whatever comes through for you today and for all of us, you will be better to receive it and to use it and not miss things if you're not feeling like you're needing a reading or you have to get an answer or you're panicked to be one of the ones I pick. You want to be that way. Even if you don't get a reading, Spirit will send messages through for you, because Spirit knows who's on here today, guys. Spirit knows who's on there and who's on here. Okay. So I will be going where Spirit guides me today. It's, I'm not choosing, Spirit is choosing for me. So it's nothing personal. If you do not get a reading today, do not worry. Spirit knows exactly who you should have a reading from, when you should have it from, and it will work out in perfect timing for you. Okay. So you will get your reading, even if it's not from me today. I am super thorough. And so Spirit is trying to train me to be more efficient on the live free readings. I know that I always emphasize that. And the reason why is because there's 3 levels of readings really that go on. There's the free readings, which are really meant to help as many people as possible. This is what Spirit shares with me, and I agree. As many people as possible to have emergency or immediate relief, comfort, guidance, and or validation. Okay. Then you have the small online group readings. Like I have small online group parties, angel parties, and they're semi-private groups where you can pay a lot less money. And in 2 hours, you can get a shorter private reading, but you also get questions answered, and you're there with a few other people in a semi-private space. Okay. Then you have private readings, which we do these for a living, right? We have to make a living and pay for our animals and everything too. It takes energy. And whether someone's giving it to you for free or not, there will always be an energy exchange. So even if you think, oh, I'm getting a free reading, there's always an energy exchange of some sort. Money just represents energy. Okay. So if you find that you don't get enough on your free readings, please find a reader that you trust, that you can afford, that that you trust and or you feel a rapport with, and schedule private reading. Okay. It's fair to the reader, because that's what they're doing. It's time and energy, it's effort. And that way, if you need something that's more in depth than on here, which you might not all need that, then you can have that private time and attention. Okay. Awesome. All right. Welcome everyone. I'm going to share what Spirit has, their Spirit message with you today. I love that Trish says her candle is lit. That makes me so happy you guys are participating in this. And is Spirit kind of like God? That's a great question, Keith. Yes. So when I refer to Spirit, I'll quick say this before I get into Spirit's message to you, and then we'll start our readings. So I feel like the term God is overused, misused, misunderstood. There are people who have an aversion to the term now because of how it's used. It's used in religious cults. It's used for people that are trying to push their religion on you, but it's also used for innocently spiritual people that, that word feels right to them. So the term God kind of means something, can have a different connotation to different people. I feel like the human collective ego uses it so much that I tend to use several different terms in order to be more inclusive of everyone. So I use, Spirit, God, source, universe, And I use that because there are so many terms we can use. Words are just things that human beings use to identify with our cognitive egoic mind. Okay. So that's not, necessarily the true universal term, right? That's a man-made term, the term God. So I tend to say God, source, spirit, so that everyone hopefully feels comfortable and knows what I'm referring to. Source is a more universal term that I like to use. Everything is God energy. Everything, the people you don't like, the things you don't like, the things that are created that you don't like, things you do like. The truth is that, source energy is in everything. It is everything. And whether we like it or not is a contrast that we here as egoic human beings have. So when I say spirit in reference here online, God, source, spirit, yes. The spirit I'm referring to, though, is like connecting with different aspects of God from non-physical. Okay, so your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones, they're all an aspect of God, right? Because God is so vast. And I use the term spirit to speak of all of those. That being said, on here, just as in the angels and actions I just did live, we all have a spirit team. You all have a spirit team. So when you hear me refer to spirit or your spirit team, that refers to your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones, master teachers, and ethereal beings that would be supporting you throughout your life with why and your choice to come here into this world and have a physical life experience. Okay. So just understand that you are a part of your spirit team and that most of my readings have a call to action. Even if the reading is not specifically for you and it's more general, there will be something for everyone listening today. Even if I'm not reading for you specifically, spirit will come through with something that can help and support you. Okay, so don't just hurry off or leave the live just because, I haven't called on you yet. A lot of people do that and they miss out. I have people get off and I call on them or something comes through for them and they're gone, right? Because they didn't get a reading yet. So just understand that you are the most relevant aspect of your spirit team, and all guidance, predictions, and all that kind of stuff is there's going to be a call to action for you because you're the one that's here having to live this life right now. It's their job to support and guide you. Okay. Makes sense? That is a great, great question, Keith. Thank you for asking. All right. So, let's see. Yes. So, here is I just want to share, Spirit always asks me to share wisdom generally with you. And today, that's interesting. Today, if you guys checked out my psychic medium page that is on Facebook, it's down here in the banner. Actually, the card that I drew for everyone this morning was the card of forgiveness. And forgiveness is very difficult for people. A lot of people have trouble with that because the egoic mind tells us that forgiveness means you're giving in. This is the wisdom from Spirit for you guys for today now, okay? The ego tells us that when we forgive, it means we're being weak. It means we're being okay and we're condoning things that we don't think are good or that we want to change and shift. And so we're being okay with things that we don't think are right or things that we know are bad or wrong or people that have done wrong, done us wrong, or done terrible things. That is absolutely not true. That's not what's happening. Forgiveness is one of the keys to transformation, to changing circumstances you don't like moving forward because you can't change what's already happened, right? To standing in your power, to raising your consciousness, to stepping outside of your comfort zone so that you can create something new and better. And so that moving forward, you can prevent things that, that are you're wanting or needing to change. All right. So it actually is the opposite of what your ego says. When you do not forgive, okay, it is actually it's not really affecting the other person or circumstance, okay, in a way that you might think. A lot of people, the ego will say, well, when you don't forgive, I'm not going to forgive him because if I forgive him, then that's going to say it's okay for him to do it again. That's not true. That's your ego talking. Okay. This is spirit telling you guys this now. So listen closely. Okay. The ego will also tell you that when you forgive, you're condoning something. You're saying it's okay and it's acceptable and you're going to allow it to happen again. That's not true either. All right. The ego will say that you're weak and you're not standing up for what you believe and you're not creating something new and better next time. That's also not true. Forgiveness actually mostly and only affects the one doing the forgiving. Okay. So whether someone asks for your forgiveness and wants your forgiveness or not is really irrelevant. What's relevant is when you don't forgive, you are allowing the energy of whoever or whatever it is you don't want to forgive to control you and take your power away. You're literally handing that person or situation your power. Most of what we have to do in life is the toughest decisions, the things that are most difficult, that we have the most resistance to, which is ego, right? Resistance is ego, resistance is thought. So when we can overcome those most difficult things to do, such as forgiving, we actually step into our power. We actually get God, source, spirit, the universe behind us. We actually have more power to change those things we don't want to forgive from not happening again, to make a better difference moving forward. I know it sounds like the opposite, but the ego is always guiding us in the opposite direction than what spirit and what our intuition and our higher self knows. Okay. So when you can do that most difficult thing, and you can find a way to forgive and you choose to forgive because it's a choice, you're actually stepping into a powerful place where you have more power to change that from happening to someone else again or happening to you again. You're allowing yourself more power to make a better difference and improvement moving forward. Okay. And this is very powerful. I'm not surprised Spirit asked me to talk about forgiveness today in your little piece of wisdom from Spirit, because that is the card they had me draw today and post on my Facebook page, Larkin Psychic Medium page. Okay. So keep that in mind. As hard as it is, if whatever it is you can't forgive, you choose to forgive, it will actually free you up and empower you to move on. And whoever and whatever was the thing you don't want to forgive is stuck with their own karma. They have to deal with that on their own. Okay. Regardless of whether you forgive or not, you're the only one being held back. Okay. So anyway, that is our wisdom from Spirit. Thank you for listening. Hi, Sally. Hi, Donna. Hi, Casey, Caroline, Trish, Melody. I just saw you a few minutes ago on Angels in Action. Deborah, welcome. Carisha, Amy Louise, Ann Manfield. See Melody, Michelle, Cindy Glover. I know I'm saying some last names and not others. Let's see. Who else? Keith. I want to make sure I'm missing any. Veronica Johnson. Patrick, welcome. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Kelly O'Neill. Sally, Trish, Karen, Lacey, and Paul. Okay, Paul, let's see here. Are you still on there, Paul? Let's start with you and your grandmother. I'm going to star this here. Again, guys, I'm going to, Spirit wants me to be as efficient as I can. So if you want a more thorough reading, you can either join a small online group reading or one of my angel parties, or schedule a private reading with a reader you trust, okay? I will still be thorough. Hi, Karen and Lisa Joe. But I'm trying to get to as many people as possible with validation, comfort, and guidance. Let's see. From Lithuania. I don't know how to say your name. Aglay? I'm not sure. I'm not going to how to say that right. I don't want to butcher your beautiful name. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Who do we have up here? Paul. Are you still on, Paul? Let's see if we can connect with your grandmother here, guys. Hi, everyone. Deborah. Good to see you, Casey. Thank you for your message. Let's see. First time here, Paul. Welcome. You're there. Yay. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm going to star you guys. Don't worry, I'll get back to you guys. I'm doing as much as I can, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's invite your grandmother in, Paul. And we'll see. We'll get her to come in and try to get some validation for you. Wow, you have quite a few loved ones popping in for you, Paul. So let's get some validation here. So Paul, was she, did she curl her hair? Was she the one with the curly hair? Because you have a grandmotherly figure here, actually. I've got such chills here. Um, and she's got, her hair is curled. She's got curly hair. I'm just absolutely like full of love and chills. Oh my goodness. And um, she's a little woman with curly hair, and I just have like this really sweet essence from her, and there's so much love oozing. And I almost mixed up the message from spirit today with a message of love, and I now realize that this was actually her in the background waiting patiently. She had her little hands folded. She was waiting patiently for me to see your message and for her to come through. um, I'm not tearing up because it's sad or anything like that. I just feel the chills and sort of the urge to tear up and cry because of the amount of love is so actually overwhelming. I can't believe it. She loves her family so much. She loved her children. She loved all the little ones and the young ones in the family, and says she has so much joy even now on the other side of watching how the family is growing and evolving and what they're learning and what they're going through. And there's a tremendous sense of joy coming from her. She's coming to us today in like, she just looks adorable. She just has like, it looks like a little, it looks like a, I'm trying to describe it. It looks like flowers. Like she's wearing a little flowered dress, and she's just adorable, which is just, and she loved the most taking care of her family. She said she loved listening to them, because she's sharing with me that the most powerful thing she could do was to be there and support and listen to her family and what they needed. She said the very most powerful way to love and support her family and to give them wisdom to help them make the best decisions was to listen. And she said that she liked to listen and tune in to what they needed, so to make sure they felt heard, so that hopefully then they would hear her guidance. And she believes that you all knew that she was wise and that she was a good person to listen to. She felt and believed that her family knew they could come to her for guidance and for answers. And that she seemed to, trying to say this in a way that she's not saying this in an egoic way. It's like they knew that she seemed to always have wisdom to share and guidance. And she felt like the people in the family came to her for this guidance and direction. So you can let me know if this is, if this feels right or not. Let's see. Um, she's also, let's see. I see her a lot like, did she used to spend a lot of time like in the kitchen? Would she organize dinners and cook things for everyone and invite people over? Because I see her being very studious and very busy getting a lot of things done. She's showing me a lot of images of her in the kitchen, really wanting and needing to have a cohesive family, and she felt like that was a great way to bring the family together. Let's see. She's also showing me there is a gentleman with her. Now they can come through in different ages. So I don't always rely first on the age. I rely more on the energy that they're coming through. Yes, cooking. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, she's showing me in the kitchen a lot. The other thing is, she's showing me a gentleman with her. I don't know if it's your grandfather or if it's like a brother, or maybe a son that she lost. This gentleman is young, looks like he's a little younger than her, or could be about her age. So it could be like a younger brother, or maybe he's just coming in younger, but he's a gentleman of an older generation. And he's really sweet. He's like stepping forward now that I'm acknowledging him. And then there looks like there's a couple other figures coming in. There's a woman that has like dark hair that looks like it's also curled or curly, that is wanting to step forward. And she's taller than your grandmother. And then there is a, let's see, your grandfather is on her left, so my right. And then there's another woman coming in as well, who's also a little smaller, who looks like she's an older generation of your generation, maybe like motherly figure. Did you lose? Oh, you lost your mom. Okay, I was going to ask you if you lost your mom. So let's see. Well, there's two women though moving forward. Hi, Linda Wallace. Welcome. The one has hello, Angela. The one has dark curly hair, and the other one is like smaller, and her hair is more straight. Let's see. The energies that are coming through is one is much closer to you. Let's see. One looks like she was maybe energetically like your grandfather, like an aunt to you or something, an aunt or a great aunt. And the other one, okay, so let's sort these out because I want to be specific. I don't want us to just be random here. I want you to have the validation. I want us to be specific, okay? So one of them has dark curly hair. It's probably about this length right now coming through to me. And then the other one is a smaller woman, and her hair is like a little lighter, and it looks like it's straight. So which one resonates with you the most? Okay. So would your mother be the smaller woman with the straighter hair? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that your mom would be the one energetically, just what I'm feeling via connection to you. And when she came in, that the smaller woman with the straighter hair would be your mother. And let's see. And then your Aunt Judy, I'm having a side conversation with her if that's who that would be. Yes, that feels like her. Let's see now. So they're showing me different things. They're not specifically connecting it to a person, but they're showing me a lot of different things to give you validation. They're showing me gardening. So they're showing me doing flowers, planting flowers, loving to make the outdoor gardens beautiful. They're showing me the love of cooking. They're showing me, let's see, I don't know. Do they have a lot of things in that? They're just doing validation right now, Paul. They're showing me like a workbench. Was there a workbench that your grandfather had that you were interested in as a kid, that you would come in and spend time with him and watch him? Hello, Karan. Welcome. Yes, the cooking. Absolutely. Yes, we get the cooking. They're trying to show me other little aspects too that were more individual to each of them. But they are showing me this family cohesiveness that's going on. No workbench. Okay. They are showing me though. They are showing me like a bench or what looked like a stool and a workbench in a garage. So we'll get back to that then. They are showing me that, and Spirit's always right. So I want to make sure that we get that right as well. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. They're showing me that family cohesiveness. They're showing me, so they're all together, Paul. You had a high chair. Okay. Was it in the garage? Was the high chair in the garage by any chance? Let me know if the high chair was in the garage. Because they are showing me reference to a garage. But yes, so typically we come in soul families, Paul. We come and we no cooking. Okay. Well, she's showing me cooking. She's showing me that being a cohesive way to be with family. Um, but she's showing me that they are together. It's important for you to know that they are all connected as part of a soul family, part of your soul family. We don't always incarnate with our soul families, but most often we do, which means we usually know and interact with people that are part of our soul family that we've known and loved before. We can come in different ways during different lives. And then when we cross back over, as with your family here, they were there to greet each other and support each other on the other side when they cross over. And in a lot of cases, they do that even before they cross over. So if someone has been ill for a while, or they're older and they're getting ready to pass, loved ones come through, they start to make them more comfortable and familiar with the other side again, so that when they cross over, it really eases that transition. Okay. I want to also leave you with this, a couple things. Number one, now that we've had this interaction, you're going to be able to connect with them more. Please know, they want you to know that they can see, hear, feel you. They know what you and the family are up to. They know what you're thinking. They can hear you when you're talking to them. It's much easier for them to receive from you. Hi, Ward, welcome. For them to receive from you than it is for you to receive from them. Okay. So we have our ego and our thoughts in the way, but they always know what's going on with you guys and how much you love and miss them. They want to thank you for checking in with them, for caring about them, for wanting to hear from them, for knowing that you needed that assistance right now, even though you just don't realize you don't. Okay. It just takes practice, but know that they are safe. They are happy. They are well. They are the best versions of themselves in their soul body, which means there's no pain, there's no frustration. They feel good. They're back in their soul bodies. And what they're doing is they're keeping an eye on and holding space for your entire family, loving all of you, trying to guide you, holding space for you guys, watching over you, but they're also enjoying each other on the other side. And when all of you cross over, this is very important. When all of you cross over, they will all be there for you to greet you. Okay. They will all be there for you, and you guys will maintain that connection. All right. So I hope this is helpful to you. Keep talking to them and know that they're so proud of you guys. They think you guys are doing an amazing job carrying what they have taught you guys and what they have made of the family. You're all doing a beautiful job of carrying that forward. Okay. So thank you, Paul, for joining me and letting me read for you. You're so, so welcome. That was a pleasure. Boy, I love your family. Woo! They're amazing. All right, let's see here. Scroll back up here. I said it pretty good. Thank you. Hi, Crystal. Thanks for saying hi to everyone. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let's see. I do not know how to say your name. I don't know if it's Eglay. I don't want to say it wrong. I might have I know the accent aigu, but I may have those middle letters. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Can I get a reading? What I need to know right now. Okay. Scroll down here. And all right, guys, I'm trying to be efficient. Let's see. Are you still there? Let me know if you're still there. Let's see. I'm tuning in right now. Guys, usually when I tune in with a question like this, spirit guides come through. I want to remind you all that I had the most amazing Meet Your Spirit Guides this past Saturday. I mean, it was freaking amazing. Everyone met their spirit guides. Everyone went through. I pronounced it really good. Oh, yay. Okay, well, I'll keep trying then. Iglay. Okay, that's a beautiful name. Let's just hope I don't mess it up too much. But I will let you all know that the next Meet Your Spirit Guides event, I'm only taking 10 people, and it's July 27th. So I've updated that on my page if you want to join me. Spirit Guides are amazing. And your question, Eglay, about, can I get a reading? What do I need to know right now? Spirit guides usually pop in. I get a vision. I see what's going on. I see your auric field, your energy, and then your spirit guides love to pop in with their messages as well, because they are always trying to get through to you with guidance about what you need to know versus just what you want to know. And they're like always trying to show the road signs. So it's a good opportunity to share that event coming up. I see you, Casey. So let's see. It looks like what they're showing you. So first of all, they've been trying to get through to you and tell you, your spirit guides, that everything is okay and everything is going to be okay, and that everything is what spirit always reminds me to tell everyone. Everything is always working out for you. Okay. So the first thing you need to know from your spirit guides is not to worry. Everything is going to be okay, and everything is okay. All right. You have a lot of growth and evolution that has been happening for you, and that is also coming your way. And so, they want you to know that um, things that seem to be taking a long time, or that you've been struggling to change or create, they want you to know a couple of things. Okay. Number one, you can speed up the things that you're wanting to change and manifest by not taking things too seriously. Okay. So it's about, they want you to lighten up a little bit, not take things too seriously, allow yourself to have some more like lighthearted fun, and to not try so hard, not worry so hard. They want you to know that everything is always already in flow and coming to you. All the things that you've been wanting to change and create is actually already flowing to you, but you need to get out of your own way. And that's, whoops, hello, Miss Siamese. Woo! And that's what they have been trying to get through to you, because what'll happen is, if you can have some more fun, be a little more lighthearted, not take things so seriously, what's going to happen is your frequency is going to raise. And when your frequency raises, then it's easier for the things that are already flowing to you to show up in your life physically. Okay. It also speeds up your, hi, Noor. Hi, Linda. It also speeds up the amount of time that things manifest. Right. So that's the first thing. The other thing is they want you to trust yourself and trust in the process. They're telling me that you have very strong intuition, and that sometimes, that things can get confusing, because sometimes other people are advising you in ways that are not necessarily what your intuition is telling you. And they're telling me that they've been trying to whisper in your ear, and they've been trying to show you, like, trust your intuition before you trust what everybody's saying. Trust your intuition before you trust what everybody else is saying. Okay. Because you know yourself. And they say, actually, you are really good at knowing what you need, and that you really need to trust that. Okay. So there's some really powerful guidance there for you. And I think that that's a huge compliment coming from your spirit guides. They want you to know that they hear you, they know your thoughts, they know your worries, they see what you're doing, and they want you to practice talking and interacting with them more, so that you can hear more quickly, more clearly, and learn to trust with practice what they're trying to tell you. Okay. Which, again, if you want to join my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, this is what we do. I hold a space for your spirit guides to actually introduce themselves to you. I teach you how they try to connect with you, how to better connect with them, how to tell if it's them or not. And your spirit guides are trying very, very, very hard to be a part of your daily life, so that you can lean on them and trust them and listen to them, even when your mind is going the most. Okay. So trust that they're there. Your connection will be stronger with them now. They also want me to remind you, your intuition will always match what they are telling you. So they're going to be supporting and validating that, because your intuition is actually like you as your own spirit guide version of yourself, right? That's like a version of you that's like them. So you want to trust that. And they're just telling you everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. All right. So thank you for letting me read to you. That's wonderful. I love that. Let's see. AM, welcome. Christina, welcome. Thank you for saying hi to everybody. Let's see. All right. Hold on here, guys. Let me do this real quick. I think you wrote something up there too. Casey, I don't sleep normal hours, just short cat naps, and don't deep sleep to dream. So do I still go to spirits? If only in a cat nap with loved ones and guides. Yes, you're going to be in a different brainwave, so actually it's not as good for your body if you're just catnapping. But yes, they can still get through to you. You might not have as an in-depth experience in the astral plane, but absolutely. And I see that you are still, you are connecting with your guides and your loved ones on the other side. And don't forget, Casey, too, when we experience them in our dreams, we don't always come back and remember them, right? But anytime that we're not trying too hard and we're not focused on them and they can get through to us, they do. So they're there with you regardless, Casey. They're there with you all the time. Whether you wake up from a sleep and you're like, oh my gosh, I just had an interaction with my spirit guides and my loved ones, they're still there with you interacting. Remember, it's just us that has a different experience and pulls their guidance through differently, whether we're awake, whether we're sleeping, whether we're journaling, whether we've built confidence with that or not. Okay. So you are good. You are doing very well. All right. Let's see here. First time, welcome, Angela. Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, so guys, if you're I see a lot of general people just wanting general messages. Let's see. I prefer the more specific ones, but I will go ahead, for those of you just asking for general messages, I will go ahead and draw a card for you. Let's see, there's one I want to get here first. They're asking me to do next. AM, may I have a reading? I'm confused about career. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, your spirit guides are like, oh, we're right here, we're ready to talk. Okay, so wow, they popped in fast. So two of your spirit guides popped in super fast, and they're like, we've been trying to help you work through your confusion, and we feel like you're just getting more and more confused because you're thinking too much. Okay, so what they're asking me to share with you, which I also share with my coaching clients, by the way, but spirit's very big on this. It is really, really, really important that all of you, if you're serious about connecting with non-physical and getting guidance from them on your own, it's really important that you guys learn to distinguish between your mind, which is synonymous with your thoughts, which is synonymous with ego, which is synonymous with resistance, which is what makes your life hard. Okay. Your own egoic thoughts and your intuition and spirit guidance. Okay. It is vital. And your spirit guides are trying to get through to you and tell you that the more you try to figure it out, that means the more you're thinking, the more confused you're going to get. And that nothing good's going to come from that, other than you're just going to cause yourself more work and you're going to prolong the confusion. Okay. First of all, you should be doing what is your bliss. So that you might need to do work that is a means to an end until you can figure out, what you can do that feels joyful and blissful and fulfilling to you, that you really love and enjoy. Okay. But there's a couple reasons they're showing me people get confused in their career. First of all, they want me to let you know, because they've been trying to tell you this. Confusion is only in the egoic mind. It's when we try to overthink and our ego is afraid that we're going to pick something that we don't like. We're afraid of making a mistake. We're afraid of making the wrong choice. Okay, first of all, there is never a wrong choice, and mistakes are important. You need to make mistakes. Our fear of mistakes ruins so many lives. They stop people from making choices. They keep people in a holding pattern for decades, and people waste their lives away. You don't want to do that. They're trying to stop you from doing that. It's better for you to move forward and make mistakes and test things out so you know for yourself, so you can build confidence, right? So you can understand, "Ooh, I really don't want that. Ooh, I want that." Okay. We don't like to make mistakes, but they're important. Mistakes are not bad. We are, one of the things that annoys spirit, that your spirit guide, that drives them crazy, is that you live in a world where we're taught that, oh God, you don't want to make a mistake. Why not? Spirit's like, why wouldn't you want to make a mistake? That's what you're here for. How do you think you're going to learn if you don't make a mistake? Okay. So you've got to be okay with making a mistake, because then nobody's holding anything over your head to make decisions. The more pressure you put on yourself, the more stressed you are about making choices, the more serious you take them, the more confused you're going to be. Okay. I'm going to say that again. The more pressure and importance you put on the decisions you have to make, the more confused you're going to be, which means the worse decision you're going to make, the more unhappy you're going to be, the longer it's going to take to be where you want to go. Okay. And your spirit guides have been trying to explain this to you. So, number one, you need to lighten up and fly higher. That means stop taking yourself and your career so seriously. Okay. The more you do that, the faster the manifesting process of what you want will happen, because it's already on its way to you. Okay. You need to not take things so seriously, because that literally blocks everything from you and confuses you. Number two, you need to stop thinking so much. They want you to stop trying to figure out with your head. It's not going to work. The more you try to figure things out with your head, the more it's like being caught up and tangled in a spider's web. And the more tangled you're going to get, and the more confused you're going to be. Okay. So you need to relax, let go, trust that things are working out for you. The other thing they want you to do is stop thinking so much about analyzing your career and look inward. What do you really enjoy? It's not the careers are man-made. They're fake, right? I want to be a doctor. I want to be an attorney. They're man-made and they're labeled. And yes, they work and function for us practically in this world. But for someone like you who's already in tune and you're trying to seek what you really want to do, you really ultimately want to contribute and earn a living doing something that you actually enjoy, right? So they want you to have that too. And in order to do that, you need to stop analyzing so much your career, and you need to start thinking about and asking yourself, okay, what if? Think about, what if I was whatever it is you want to do? What if I could? They're asking me to tell you, ask yourself, what are the top 3 things you enjoy doing most that you'd love to do? And then ask yourself, what if I could make a living doing this? What if I could spend my life doing that? What if I could wake up every morning and do this? And start imagining that so that you can start pulling that into your life. Okay. So anyway, that's a mouthful of guidance. That's a lot of guidance. I stuffed a lot of that into one thing. So please take that to heart. If you forget any of that, I'm speaking very fast so that I can get through as many people as possible and keep up with what Spirit's telling me. So if you have to come back and replay this part of the video to listen to their instructions, do that, okay? And if you want to join my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, that's July 27th. You can learn to connect with them more on your own, okay? All right, let's see. Okay, let's do. Thank you, Casey. Let's see. Wait a second here. Okay, there's guys. Again, I'm going where Spirit is guiding me. So if I do not pick you, it is nothing personal. Okay, I'm overly thorough and I'm going kind of slow today. Actually, it's nothing personal. I'm going as fast as I can. I will be back here again tomorrow at 4 p.m. So if you don't get a reading with me today and you want one with me tomorrow, I'll be back here at the same time tomorrow. But I'm just going where Spirit's calling me first, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, there's so many guys I want to get to. Let's see. Okay, Lisa Joe, I'm going to quick answer this question. On Friday on my Larkin Psychic Medium page, which is posted in the banner here, I do Furball Fridays and we talk. It's dedicated all to animals, so I can answer all your animal questions. Do we have a spirit animal or does it change depending on what is needed? The answer is both. You have spirit messengers that change all the time, that come and go depending on what you need and what strengths and gifts you need and what guidance you need. And then you also have regular animal totems and things like that that are with you for a lifetime. And I can go over that more. And even if you show up on Furball Friday this week, I can even give you what your animal spirits are if you show up for that live on Friday. Okay, Lisa Joe, that is a great question. Okay, there's two other spirit is wanting me to really get to today that I have to get to today before we get off, guys, because spirit is telling me these messages need to come through the most. So I'm going where spirit's guiding me. Okay. So if I missed you, don't worry. Veronica has amazing readers on all week long, and I'll be back again Tuesday. And you can always find me on my Psychic Medium page. I do lives and have events all throughout the week. Okay. Let's see. Allison Erickson, I was drawn to before anyway. Is my grandma upset that I wasn't there when she passed? Oh, heavens, no. So, first of all, souls choose when they cross over. Allison, we choose. Even non-human animal souls choose when they cross over. Sometimes they have to try to wait for us. But there might be different reasons why they don't, right? There might be just the right opening or window where they have to pass, where they can choose to stay, but then that might make things a little harder or alternate how they cross over. Or they might have to choose that, and then it might take, they might have to wait another day or so. So they have reasons. Their souls, their angels, and their guides know exactly when and why and what is best for them to pass. So your grandmother passed at exactly the right moment that she was supposed to. Angels and spirit guides, both on your behalf and hers, knew that you would not be there for that passing, and that was okay, or she would not have passed. Okay. Souls on the other side don't get upset. Okay. Getting angry, jealous, hurt, sad, upset, that's a human thing. That is our ego. Our souls aren't like that because we're aware of so much more. We don't have that egoic veil. So no matter what state a person left this world in relationship with you, they are not angry, hateful, resentful, upset, jealous, or upset with you. Okay, they're just not. Because as soon as they get to the other side, they can see and feel and know exactly what you were going through, why you weren't there, what your struggle was. She knows that you are distraught and have been concerned about this. And she's actually been trying to comfort you and tell you it's okay. I love you no matter what. It's all right. I love you no matter what. Okay. So this is unconditional love that we're talking about from the other side. Okay. They're not like we are here. So you don't ever need to worry about that. Know that you have her complete love and support. She's proud of you. She understands. The only regret that happens here on their part, their awareness, is she doesn't want you to fear that she's upset. She's, when our loved ones cross over, they are more concerned about how we are going to be when they cross, because they will be perfectly fine. They're back to their conscious soul selves where they're aware of all these things. Whereas we still have our blinders on, we still have our egoic veil, we're still trapped in our mind with all of our human emotions and judgments and misunderstandings. They don't have that. So oftentimes a soul will wait for someone in order to leave, knowing how much that person they're leaving behind is going to be struggling or suffering with the fact that they missed their passing. In this case, she's saying, I needed to go in the moment that I went. Okay, so she wasn't going to be waiting for anyone else. That was the perfect time for her to go. And she was at peace with that. It doesn't change her love for you. But also please know that she hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, there really is no such thing as death. She hasn't gone anywhere. All she's done is changed form. So when I ask Spirit to give me a phrase that I can share with all of you about the current state of your relationships with those who have crossed over, this is what they told me, and this is what I say. Okay, your loved ones have not, your relationships with your loved ones who have crossed over have not ended. They have merely transformed. And that includes your non-human animal friends, okay? Your relationship with your grandmother has not ended. It is merely transformed. And the both of you have to learn to connect and communicate now in a new way. And that's all that's happened. It's easy for them. It's difficult for you, okay? It's hard for us on our side because she can see, feel, and hear you and talk to you all the time. But you have trouble receiving, okay? We're better senders than we are receivers here. So just know that she's there. Now that we've had this connection, you will have an easier time connecting with her, but it's all about the subtleties, Allison. So you have to really tune in more to the subtleties and learn the new languages in which she's trying to come through to you. That means you have to still your mind, because when your thoughts and emotions are too noisy, it's difficult. If you want a more thorough mediumship in regards to your grandmother, I recommend you either get on a small online group reading like my angel parties that I host every month. Other readers have them too. It's a lower cost reading with a small group of people, or you schedule a private reading with a reader that you trust so you can have a more in-depth private reading in regards to your grandmother, okay? And whoever else you want to talk to. So this was lovely. Thank you. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of like flying by these here. I want to read for all of you guys. Don't forget, I'll be back tomorrow, okay? Let's see. Christina. Wondering who or what spirit guides keep messing with my vehicle. Your spirit guides never mess with your vehicle. That doesn't happen. Volume switching up and down. Oh, I see what you're saying. Volume switching up and down, brightness going up and down. Also, I feel I know whom, but would like clarity. Okay, wow. I really only got 3.5 minutes. Okay, so first of all, Christina, if you're really interested in connecting with your spirit guides, sign up for my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, guys. It's life-changing. Anyway, you can find it pinned to the top of my Psychic Medium page, but that allows you to meet them, know who you're dealing with, and connect with them more personally for yourself. Let's see. Actually, there's a lot of different things here. These are not your spirit guides. Your spirit guides do try to get through to you, but your spirit guides are not messing with that type of thing at all. There's a couple things happening though. There's a couple things. I'm going to be kind of real quick here, so I'm hoping that this all makes sense to you. Number one, they're trying to bring attention actually to two things. One, to them. So did you have an older relative that passed away recently? Well, it doesn't even have to be recently. They're trying to get through to you. It feels like you have like this is a relative that is older than you. I feel like it's a male energy. Did you have like an uncle or a grandfather or something that would be trying to connect with you? Because I feel like there is a soul that has been trying to get your attention, that has just been trying to talk to you through claircognizance and clairaudience, and wants you to know that they're there. And there's also some safety concerns that they have for you, and that's why they're trying so hard to get through to you, Christina. The other thing is have you had your vehicle actually checked out anytime recently? Because there are your brother and your grandfather. Okay, got it. Shoot, I only got 1.5 minutes. Okay, so your brother and your grandfather are together. That's probably why I'm seeing a mix of ages, because they're both there together. But they're doing it together, but it's your brother that is really, really trying to get your attention. Your dad is there too. They are trying to get your attention, but it is more specifically your brother that is messing with the vehicle. Okay. I only have 1 minute left, so I'm going to be brief. If you want something more in depth, find a reader you trust. I would definitely go more in depth with this and connect with the three of them. That's why I get such strong male energy about you. It is the three of them. They all three there, but it is really the brother that is really messing with everything. They're super excited actually that you recognized that it was them and that you considered that it was them. Your brother's like totally psyched right now. But But the other thing is they're very protective of you, Christina. Their energies are super protective over you. They're literally like this troop of guardians looking after you. And they for some reason, I don't sense any major danger around you or anything, but they're wanting to make sure you're super safe. So number one, please make sure that your car is really safe. Please get it checked out. Please make sure that you're constantly checking the oil, that you're checking the tires, that you're making sure, the spark plugs are good. They don't want you to run off, have break down somewhere and be stuck by yourself because they're not there to protect you and come and help you. They're just super protective of you. And I don't find that insulting at all. I mean, that's what masculine energy is supposed to do. And I think that that's fantastic. They're surrounding you with all this protective energy. And your brother was trying to use the car because he knew that it would absolutely get your attention, A, to let you know they're there, and B, they really want you to make sure you're taking all the safety precautions you can to be preventative in your life to keep yourself safe, because they're not there to come rescue you and help you, okay? Anyway, I think this is amazing. Thank you for doing that. That's an awesome message, and they're super excited about it. Guys, I have to log off. I will be back here tomorrow at the same time. If you want to connect with me further, my Facebook page is right down here. And don't forget, Veronica has amazing readers all week long. You can connect with them too. Hopefully, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry if I missed you. Hopefully, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.